Play your damn backlog before your backlog plays you. I know majority of this generation of gaming has been haunted by the idea of a backlog. This entire problem comes from the fact that we are spoiled for choice for great games and we have our own comfort games. I literally have Witcher 3, Witcher 2, and Witcher staring me in my face, and yet I have not started a single one of them. Witcher 3 Remastered just got announced, and I have had the game staring at me from my shelf over a year now, and I'm sure many of you are the same who thought it's a big game and you want to give yourself the right headspace and the right respect it deserves and the right immersion. You let the time pass and your backlog built up higher and higher until you just don't play it. They call this the generation of backlog, especially because there's been so much drama going on with both Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo. And instead of buying more games, just play the games that you've been avoiding playing. Right now, I'm playing through Marvel's Spider-Man 1 on the PS4 again. We all have that comfort game that we just play because, I don't know, you have 150 new games that you want to play. You have Red Dead Redemption 2, you have Black Myth Wukong, you have Miles Morales, which is the part 2 to Spider-Man, and you still find yourself going back to swinging around in the city or playing your average, I don't know, 5 minutes of Overwatch before you log off for the day, or you find yourself jumping on the new Call of Duty every year, replaying Elden Ring like Jeff does for the 900th time when there's so many games that you say, I want to play this game, I'm waiting to play this game, I'm gonna play this game at some point, but that point is not coming. Gamescom this year taught me that you can't wait to play your games because the games will just play you at that point, especially in this era where we've got so many remasters and so many reboots. I have had God of War waiting on my PS Vita, played the first mission only, and now they're announcing a reboot for the entire trilogy. I always want to play a game as it was intended in a way. Growing up, especially when I heard the word remaster, I somewhat avoided it. It's fair enough if it's like some sort of port. A remaster or a reboot always felt to me that it wasn't the original source. It was like a faker version that wasn't really the game. So if I played the remaster or reboot, I would always want to play it after having an entire run through on the original. The longer you leave it, the less likely you have a chance, because now most likely I will start Witcher 1 soon. I've been putting it off. If you guys want to watch that, I'm going to stream the entire game, and I know what you're going to say. You don't have to play Witcher 1, 2, and 3 to play Witcher 3, which is the one that everyone talks about, but I'll be honest with you, I really want to play the other ones also, and I want to play them in order. Just last week, I was staring on Steam at Witcher 3, even though I own the physical edition already, and I was thinking, do I buy the game? It was like $4.99, or do I buy the game with the DLC PC version compared to an Xbox One S, which is what I have? It's going to be night and day difference, and this time it is the same game, like it wasn't a difference, although they reworked the engine for ray tracing. The entire point was that I wanted to play it in the way I bought it, and so I have the Game of the Year edition with all the DLCs. Why would I buy it again to play on Steam when I already have it? But then also I'm sacrificing my experience playing it in a way lower resolution for the hardware that I have. Yes, I have a PC now. I haven't mentioned it because it's going to be a separate video. It's a bit of a spoiler, but playing on Xbox One S, which is literally the weakest way to play it, by the way. And then all these things come together that they're remastering it. So I have the disc, but now they're bringing full path tracing, and on console they're bringing a full rework to the combat and the movement, and I'm kind of 50-50 on this because I swore to myself I would play it in its state that I bought it, and then if it ever got remastered, obviously I would replay it, because Witcher 1 has already announced that it would get a remaster at some point, so I really wanted to play the original before that ever came out. In the end, I decided I'll play it in the way that it's intended that I bought it, and then if I want to replay it, then I'll get the full experience, because then I'll feel the upgrade, then I'll feel like to myself that I played it in the bad version, I can play it in the great version now, although none of them are bad, but you know what I mean. And then Xbox come and save the day. They announce a new feature that they're going to be rolling out, disc to digital feature. This is an absolute game changer, because I have the disc, but I have it on an Xbox One S. And so me holding back on buying it on Steam has worked out completely fine. They have announced that you're going to be able to put your disc into your Xbox, convert it into a digital license, and if the play title is Play Anywhere, you can play it on your PC, and Witcher 3 is going to be a Play Anywhere title. So I can literally convert that game from that Xbox One S port that I own into a beast path tracing little machine of a game on the PC. But then I have the moral qualm that it's going to be a reworked skill tree, a reworked movement, a reworked combat. I'm not experiencing it as it was meant to feel the upgrades, and it's a bit of a weird feeling because I've always been against that. I've always been against playing a remaster as your first play because you don't feel the difference. I don't know if anyone else feels like that. Remaster isn't authentic in a way, and I've kind of grown up to kind of change my mind on it somewhat, but I still feel that way in a way. This is all a consequence of me having such a big backlog, and then I'm like, so let me start a smaller game. I have all the Darksiders just waiting there staring at me. I've always wanted to play them. I played some hours of Darksiders 2 when I was a kid, and I want to replay them all. I have so many games and I feel like so little time. That I also think about content as well, and it's just like, if I had started playing these games 10 years ago when I started accumulating them, this never would have happened. And so I end up just ignoring all of it and just replaying my favorite games instead. Especially with this whole PS blackout thing, people are saying instead of buying new games, just play your backlog. And I know you all definitely have a backlog of so many games. Your backlog will come back to bite you. If you want to stay consistent in gaming as your hobby, don't let your backlog build up, because then you're going to feel very overwhelmed. You're also going to feel very dopamine fried if you just try to play everything at once and pull all-nighters and don't feel very balanced about it. Nowadays, we are, as I said, spoiled for choice. We get so many games coming out. I mean, there's going to be a separate video on my channel, but just look at October. October is absolutely insane for games because everyone is avoiding the Loch Ness monster that is GTA 6 in November. Can't have a bank account that month, and then you also ain't going to get that backlog if you want to be on the GTA 6 train in November. Even if you have an unlimited pocket, you are not going to be able to get through even half of those games in that month. Not even mentioning half of you definitely have like 100 games that you can play through right now, especially since I took so many years out of gaming that now it just built up. I have a problem that happens with a lot of films as well. Part 2 will come out. I forgot part 1. With a film, it's just a 2-hour watch. But with like a TV series, the next series, you got to rewatch. Like, I got to rewatch the whole season. Otherwise, I'm kind of a fish out of water. Like, I got that fish brain. I don't really remember these things too much. And so for me to jump on Miles Morales, I got to replay the original. And my brother was trying to tell me to play Red Dead 2. He goes, just play Red Dead 2. Don't go and play Red Dead 1. You don't need to play. But I started Red Dead 1 when I was a child, literally. And I only played a little bit of it. And I really want to play Red Dead 1 first. I know it's somewhat, people say Red Dead 2 is actually a prequel, if I'm right. So you should just play Red Dead 2 first. It's just a strange situation to be in. Chronology aside, if you think about release order, you want to experience it as things developed. You want to experience as the technology got better, as the graphics got better. You want to move with the times as if you were there. You don't want to just jump to the end boss and then go back to the original and now feel like it looks bad, feel like it's not as good, feel like it's archaic, and you'll compare it to the second one. Whereas if you get the natural progression, you'll understand in time. You understand. I'm not someone against retro gaming or bad graphics. I love old games. Another one I left in the backlog, I was playing Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monk 70 or 60% through the story, and then I left it. I mean, I can tell you right now, in the recent years, the only game I've finished is Hellblade 1 Senua's Sacrifice. But with this disc to digital feature, and especially that I'm going to start streaming now, I think because I'm streaming, I can give myself an excuse to play more games. So if you want to be along for that ride, probably going to be streaming all these games: Black Myth: Wukong, Red Dead, Witcher 3. Yes, I've missed out on the big hitters. Cyberpunk I've already began playing alone, so that one is going to stay with me. But underrated problem is you see a game on sale, but then before you know it, you've accumulated hundreds and £100 worth of games and you haven't played any of them. Don't let your games buy you. You should be buying your game. Every studio is fighting for your attention and you're the customer at the end of the day. You don't want to fall for the idea of FOMO because you want to play something on release, so you buy it when it's on sale or when it's big or when it's hot. Streamers or people who make videos like me, you want to be part of the wave. You want to, feel it, and then you get that FOMO, so then you end up wasting money and then you don't get around to it, or you play a little bit, then you leave your other games, and it's just like you don't even feel genuine about some of these games that you're actually playing. You're just playing them for the sake of being part of a feeling like you're part of something. I was so worried I would have wasted my money on The Witcher 3. Since they're releasing a new DLC, they've made all the DLCs free with the original game, so I've actually lost out buying the DLCs separately or buying the Game of the Year edition, because now I could have bought the cheaper edition and still had the same experience. That happens with many games as they get remastered or they come to PS Plus and you build up this catalog, or you have Game Pass and you have 100 games and you get so overwhelmed. You're just losing out money. You're just losing out, and you need to stop losing out. If you're going to buy a game, then play the game. Bit of a random video, but I am going to start streaming very soon. I'm going to be streaming MW4 beta on Friday, and then from then on I'm going to be streaming a lot, so stick around for that. I hope this video does well. I hope this video resonated with you. How do you feel about your backlog? How big is your backlog? Because I know mine is insane, bro. Mine is scarily big, and I don't know if I'll ever get around. I'll end up probably just forgetting about most of them. But so many great stories, so many great games out there. I really love games, man. It's the same. I feel the same with films. There's so many films I've missed the hype on, and not that matters. I'm still going to go watch them. But yeah, subscribe if you like the video, if you relate, if this is kind of a thing that hit you, if maybe you're in the same situation. Like the video if you like the video, and I will see you guys soon, actually, because I'll be streaming streaming. Tune into that because it's going to be live. Also, I'll be making more videos or maybe do highlights from my streams as well. So I'll see you guys then.